Okay, welcome back. It is day uh 160, 159, something like that. Um I think it's 160. Maybe not. So today, I wasted a lot of my morning, early afternoon studying sections for my linear algebra exam that aren't going to be on the exam. There's a lot of like actual application stuff. I should have probably been clued in that was not, going to be on the exam. Especially because it was working in so much like decimal stuff, and there's no calculator involved. So that sucked. I still have a few sections left that I want to read through tonight, and then after that, I'm done with all the reading, and so that will give me tomorrow, the weekend, and 3 full days to do practice problems and stuff like that. Revisit the text, try to understand it more. That's the most I've ever had for a math exam, to be honest. So I need to put a lot of effort into this because at the very least, I need to get my credits for this class. My GPA is probably just going to be shit. I've accepted it. Graduation. I don't even think there's a chance I can even get, what is it, cum laude, and there's some cum laude, whatever. They're not saying that with my name, so that's out the window, and I don't really care that much. Um, but um, as for what I actually did in this video behind me, worked more on the app for project management. Um, so if you watched yesterday's video and you looked at the end, that was horrible, horrible UI. So you can see I play around with Figma for a little bit, and also Vercel. Um, not It was decently like okay on the first thing I tried, um, and then the second one I just failed miserably. Um, so not gonna be using that at all. Um, I really want to though try to code a lot for Quibbly. A lot of it was vibe coded, to be honest. And I want to try to step away a little bit for this project, and make sure that I have a solid grasp of React and these tools I'm using. So that's why also I switched off of Tailwind, um, because it makes sense. Okay, I understand why people use Tailwind. It's just not for me. I love my classic CSS, especially when I can organize it well. Last app, I have a CSS page of 1,500 lines. It's disgusting. So if I make sure that I'm making a CSS page for each individual element, it's going to make it just so much easier. Um, so yeah. Um, but so the idea I have for the general app here is there'll be 3 tabs: the home, the projects, and the analytics. So I was looking at stuff like Jira, whatever Jira. I think it's Jira. I don't know, the ticketing system. So I looked at that, and I also looked at like just other things, and they're all so cluttered. And I understand, like, at least also big companies, they want like a lot of configuration. Um, and so I understand, but that's not the market I'm going for. I'm not going actually for these big companies or whatever. It is for the student in the startup. It is for like people that are doing relatively simple things, right? It's not this huge moving system of people, um, which I don't even know if those things are meant for, that. But I want to keep it simple. So there'll be a home page where it'll just go over your basic, like, it's going to tell you how many things are coming up, how many things, you know, today or whatever, tomorrow, just like basic little things. And just like an overview, quick, simple things that you should be seeing. And then the projects page, obviously, each one will have whatever project you're a part of. And then you can click on a project and it'll take you to the project page. And that's going to be the main logic of this whole thing. And then the analytics will just be taking from these projects and, displaying important information. I haven't thought much outside of that in terms of the actual functionality of all this, but that's the idea that I have right now. And then I'm still gonna have to figure out how the actual core component of this is gonna work with automatic, task, whatever. So that's all I have for today. I'm gonna go study linear algebra, and I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, take care. Bye.